Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to again start our previous topic we are doing, that is electrostatic, and in this unit we are going to do the applications of electrostatics. Our main SLOs are: describe a situation in which static electricity is dangerous, and the second one is discuss the precautions taken to ensure the safe discharge of electrostatic charge. We have been previously learned that um there is a danger of the static charge when it develops when while we are walking, and when the aeroplane flying or refueling of the aeroplane. We have discussed that the static charge may create a fire and explosion. Now this is another dangerous situation, that is the natural occurring. What causes light? What is lightning and what causes lightning? You are all familiar with lightning. Lightning begins as a static charge in a rain cloud or the thunder cloud. There is a wind inside the cloud, and the water droplets, the ice packs, and hailstorms, everything is in the cloud. The water droplets in the bottom part of the clouds are caught in the upper draft and lifted to great height, where the much colder atmosphere freezes them. Meanwhile, the downdraft in the cloud pushes ice and hailstone down from the top of the cloud. Where the ice going down meets the water coming up, electrons are stripped off, and the there is a negative cloud. The static charge is developed such that charge is the negative charge is collected at the bottom and the positive charge on the top. These electrical fields are very, very strong, with the atmosphere around them act as the insulator between them in the cloud. When the strength of the charge overpower the insulating properties of the atmosphere, the lightning happens. So you can see that how the lightning happens. This is what we see on in the thunder cloud, and this is how the lightning happens. So we are going to then discuss what causes this lightning strike. Now, the lightning happens when the negatively charged electrons in the bottom of the cloud are attracted when they passes over buildings and the high rise buildings and trees, high rise trees and everything. They induces a positive charge on them, because these thunder clouds have negative charge at the bottom of the cloud. So they attracted the positive charge in the ground. The accumulation of the charges has to be enough to overcome the insulating properties of the air. So there is a air between them, so with that act as an insulator. When that acts as an insulator, when the uh, charge becomes so great, this electrostatic force becomes so great just to overcome this insulating properties, then a stream of negative charge. You can see that the stream of negative charge poured down a high point where the positive charge are clustered due to the pull of the thunder storm. Okay, now this is what happened. Oh, and then uh, and how you can see that this connection is made. The proton rushes up to meet the electrons. It is at that point that we see lightning and hear the thunder. A bolt of lightning hits the air along its path, causing it to expand rapidly. Thunder is a sound caused by rapidly expanding air. Now here you can see how these clouds, what happens, right? So we may see several strokes using the same path, giving the thunderbolt a flickering sequence before the electric discharge is complete. So you can see that the charge, when it is complete, we see that the bolt of lights quite often. Now, this phase of lightning strike is too rapid for the human eye, so we are not able to see that the positive charge is moving up and the negative charges coming down. We just want this slow motion video might give you some idea how this happened. You can see that this is the accumulation of the negative, this is the negative charge, and this insulating air become, you can again see that these their negative and positive charges are very strong. When they are very strong, they moves up and these electrons comes down, and there is a path, and where the path is complete, the lightning strikes. What causes thunder? In a fraction of a second, lightning heats the air around it to an incredible temperature such as 54,000 degree Fahrenheit or 30, that is 30,000 degrees Celsius. That's 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. The heat air expands explosively, creating a shock wave as the surrounding air is rapidly compressed. The air then contracts rapidly as it cools. This creates an initial crack sound followed by rumbles as the column of the air continues to vibrate. So this is the cause of the thunder, the sound that we hear. Okay, now uh, if that happen, how we are going to prevent this situation? Okay, will that will never happen. Okay, so what we are going to do in a high rise buildings and high rise towers and everywhere, we are there must be in or any elevated structure, lightning conductors must be installed, and the lightning conductors are the metal rod, or metallic objects mounting on top of an elevated structure like building, shape, tree, or anything. This is electrically bounded using an electrical conductor that is interfaced with the ground through an electrode. So you see that this is the lightning rod or a wire or a metal strip that is from the top of the building, and just covering the whole building, and at the it is dug deep into the ground, and there is a only an electrode, also an electrode in the deep ground. During the event of lightning, the flashes strikes the rod and get conducted through the wire to the ground instead of passing through, because this is now a low resistance path for the electricity to conduct. Obviously, it will follow the low resistance path, so the electricity will be conducted whole from this metal plate, and this building or any structure that will remain the same. So that is how the conductor protects the structure. Okay, now lightning safety, how we are going to or further we can save ourselves from the lightning. When there is a thunder, stay off corded phones, computers, and another electric equipments that put you in direct contact with electricity. Avoid plumbing because that would metal instruments, including sinks, baths, and faucets. Stay away from window and doors, and stay away porches. Do not lie on a concrete floor, and do not lean against the concrete wall. One must avoid open areas, stay away from isolated trees, towers, or electrical poles, as lightning tend to strike the tallest object in the area. One must stay away from the conductors as a fences and wires. The objects act as a conductor to the lighting to a distant area. One must stay away from the electrical equipment and wiring. Also, corded phones must not be used during a thunderstorm. Water pipe also conduct electricity. To taking a shower or using the plumbing must be avoided during the storm. So these are the safety precautions you must take while there is a thunder. So thank you very much, and Allah Hafiz.